This is Aisha Bell, I great singer out of Kingston, Jamaica, and right now may I pick up SPRB Radio Podcast with Sir B and Empress Mango. Log on.
SPRB Radio Podcast. SPRB Radio Podcast. Check it out.
Yo, this is General Levy, and I support and tune into SPRB Radio Podcast, featuring the 10-star General and Sharon Mango. You should know.
Yes, SPRB Radio Podcast with 10-star General and Sharon Mango. Check it out.
She had the ball, she had the cheese, must go between. Me had the king, she had the queen, must go between. Watch out, from here the vice, I don't know it's Clementary, and I'm here fully endorsing SPRB Radio Podcast with 10-star General and Sharon Mango. Lock it, no knock it, you got you.
This is Elijah Rocky right now. I just want to fully endorse SPRB Radio Podcast with the 10-star General and Sharon Mango. Scene. Make sure you keep it locked, and if you move, don't go too far. Elijah Rock says so. Boom.
Hey, this is Jerry Harris. You're in tune to Up Close and Personal with 10-star General and Sharon Mango, so don't go anywhere. Stay tuned.
SPRB Radio Podcast.
Greetings, massive. I'm your host, 10-star General, and today we have another brilliant show for you. Before we start, I have to bless up
DJ Maestro.
Sandra, bless up yourself. I also got to bless up Sharon Forrester, all the way down there in Fort Lauderdale. And I got to bless up the entire world who may be logged into this show today. Today we have another brilliant show, today being the 19th. It's the 19th today, right, Sharon?
Yep, the 19th of April. Mm-hmm.
19th of April. Mm-hmm. And today we have a brilliant artist. I've come to know about him over the last couple of weeks. Got to know him through Sharon Mango. So Sharon Mango, go and take over from Yasso.
I am? Okay. Mm-hmm. Well, listen, this young man, I've been watching his career for some time. He's a family man and an artist as well. He's doing his thing as a young man out there in Edmonton, Canada, but he's definitely been making a buzz. So I've been watching his career and seeing, all what he's been doing. And I said, you know something? This young man's been doing things for a long, long time. It's time for people to know who he is and wagwan. So without further ado, we want to introduce SPRB Radio wants to introduce Snipa Wizdom to the set.
Hello.
Salute.
10-star General. Big up yourself, Sharon Mango. Family.
Yes, that's family right there, sir. But we never said that, but yes, it's family.
Right. Yes. Mm-hmm. What is the connection, Sharon? Share with us the connection.
Okay, so this young man is married to my niece.
Okay.
Well, my cousin's daughter. So
okay.
Niecey kind of, but yes, he's married to her. Yes.
Right. Mm-hmm. Real talent in the family then.
Another message.
Well,
she's a beautiful makeup artist. You guys check her out. She's gold. She's talented, very talented.
What is her name?
Sharida Edwards. She's gold is her Instagram and Facebook tag. She does makeup. She's a really, really, really talented makeup artist.
Sharida Edwards, we salute you.
Yes. That's wifey.
That's wifey. Right. You see what I'm saying?
Yes, man.
Align himself with the right things. Yes, a brilliant.
Now, first and foremost, what strikes me about you is the background. I love the background.
Yes.
Now, what is behind you? That's your studio, right?
Yes, this is my recording studio. This is Wizdom Entertainment, Wizdom Studios, located in the south side of Edmonton. One of the only black studios, or the first black studios in Edmonton, really in Alberta. Was us. So, just making music, trying to get the youths involved and really out of the streets and, doing better and trying to do better with them life.
So you're really dedicated to this thing, I see. You just scored another 20 points, man.
Yeah, man, love it. I have to thank God, say him give me a talent, and him give me a voice to speak out and share my side of the story in my life. You know what I'm saying? So
Right.
I have to, first and foremost, I have to thank God for that talent,
Hmm.
because without Him, this couldn't be possible.
Right. Well, thank you for what you're doing, for the youths.
Yes, yes,
Um, and especially when we talk about dancehall music, you know, to me, the vibration and the essence of what we know as dancehall, to me, seems to be losing its flavor. What I'm used to as dancehall, real dancehall,
dancehall,
and
definitely.
its association with the youths, especially. I love the fact that you're working with the youths, and we're gonna have a good conversation about dancehall music in itself and your
Yes,
association with it. You know,
definitely.
but before we do that, I want to give Shan the opportunity to just kick in.
Yes, yes.
Hmm.
Right. So, Kevin, I'm so happy you're here. This was really the listen, I got time. All the time I got time.
Yeah, man.
Time
Nothing
to
before
bring you
time.
on. Yes, without question. So, how we do this now is okay, so you're gonna tell everybody about yourself, like where you were born,
Okay,
parents, brother, sister, all of that. Tell us the ground roots or the brass
okay.
roots of who Sniper Wisdom is.
No problem. So, my name's Sniper Wisdom, the artist, but my real name, Kevin Kelly.
Mhm.
So I was born in Kingston, Jamaica.
Mhm.
If you ask my mother, she'd say I was born downtown Elliston Road. But for,
Mhm.
for all I can remember, I'm born and raised in Pienland. It's a place on Spanish Town Road
I know it.
in
Pianland. Mhm.
Kingston. So that's my
Mhm.
dad's side of the family.
Mhm.
Mm,
And my mom, we're from the rough areas of Jamaica, the ghetto as them call it, right?
mm,
So my mom has a daughter, my older sister Camille, who lives in England, as well as my
mm.
mom lives in England in London.
Okay.
And
Oh,
so
does she?
my older,
Okay.
yes, she does. She does. Juliet, big up yourself, mommy. Love you.
Mm, mm,
Mhm.
Um, so my sister is older than me. So when I was born, my mom had another son, Kevron, my little brother,
okay.
was
Right.
born about 11 months, call it a year after me.
Mm,
So from what I can remember and all my memories as a kid, I was raised
mm,
in Pienland because
right.
after my brother was born, she kind of had to give me away to my dad's side of family to raise me. That's my grandmother. Rest in peace,
Right.
Miracle Watts.
Mhm.
Yeah, so I ended up grow up in Pienland.
Mm,
Rough life. Went through the struggles and came up. My dad Vernon Kelly lives in Canada, so he left when I was about, I'd say one, maybe one or yeah, one or so, two maybe.
mm,
He left
right.
and migrated to Canada.
Okay.
So when he migrated to Canada now, he set up himself as a carpenter and bring me and my brother up here. But
Right.
see, before my brother left Jamaica and me, my mom had left to England, migrated to England, and then my sister went with her as well.
Hmm.
So we come to Canada, just giving you the basis. So grew up, you
Yeah.
know, moving with grandmother and auntie and all over the place, and finally come to Canada now, and we're there here. And as youths, as they raise up in rough communities and areas, you kind of leave it and still have that mentality or thing about you. So we come to Canada and, no mom really there to guide us. She's living in England, as I say. My
Mm,
dad has six kids, right? We were the oldest.
hmm.
And we just came from Jamaica. Jamaican people usually them look more mature. So
Yeah.
we
Mm,
kind of had to raise ourselves and do everything ourselves, pretty much, me and my brother. So with that, got us in a lot of trouble. And youths as boys, no guidance,
mm,
no real people to tell you
Mhm.
no or stop or don't do. So we kind of followed around and got in some trouble. So my brother went to prison. He got
mm.
deported to Jamaica.
Okay.
I was on that kind of path because, like I said, no guidance. But then I met Sharida. Well, I met my wife when she was young. We met each
Hmm.
other. And I had a daughter. So I
Hmm.
had a daughter, Anicia.
Okay.
She's 18 now. So that was 18 years ago.
Hmm.
And so I remember the first time really holding my daughter and saying, like, this is my creation. Like, this is what I've made. So I gotta be there for her. I gotta make sure
Right.
I'm actually doing the right thing. So I literally turned my life around 360 after that
Mm-hmm.
one day seeing my daughter. Completely turned my life around, and
Right.
yeah, I had a son after Kyrie. He's turning 15 this summer. So
Right.
had a son after that and got married. And but for me, the music, if we tie it all into the music, so we grew up in a house in Harborview, Jamaica,
Mm.
where there when I finally lived with my mom after growing up for a little bit, we lived with maybe about 20 of us in a 3 bedroom.
Mm.
So we had a
Wow.
close knit family, you know
Mm.
what I mean? And
Mm-hmm.
we'd all be there together, and Beanie Man and Bounty Killer clash and something.
Mm-hmm.
So all of the boys and in the house really liked Bounty Killer, and all the ladies were more on Beanie Man.
Right.
So, music, and we used to do the clash and end up we wouldn't remember some of Bounty Killer songs, so we'd have to make up songs to say it was his song to go
Mm-hmm.
against the girls. So that got us really into the music at a very young age, and the dancing. I always loved dancing. So, we'd be as a family and we'd entertain, and them say, Kevin, show with the latest dance them, and so music
Mm.
has just always been in my everything. So growing up past that now, when I was going to school, like I said, I grew up kind of in a weird direction where it wasn't the best way for a
Mm-hmm.
youth, and school kind of wasn't my thing. I already know I was not going to be a scholar or go university or any of them things. So from
Mm.
school days, I used to have the hardcover book, the hardcover book you used to have in Jamaica. And I
Oh
have
yeah.
my rhymes I used to write. Instead of listening to the teacher, I was writing rhymes and doing all
Right.
of that stuff. So,
Mm-hmm. I think we all did that. I did that too.
right.
Yeah.
So that was where my brain was already heading
Right.
already. It was never into school or anything like that. But
Mm.
so music's always been there.
Right.
I fast forward, I grew up 18, 19. Edmonton doesn't have a lot of studios, and I really wanted to record and get into that side of it. So I'm like, you know what?
Mm.
I'm just gonna purchase all of the equipment.
Mm.
And this was before YouTube was big. Like I said, I was young, 18. YouTube wasn't
Right.
as big them times. So to really
Right.
find out for you, we just had to, me and a guy, we did it together called Boom Blast. We
Okay.
call it Boom Blast. His name's Kevin as well as me. So we had a
Right.
connection through that.
Right.
So me and him, he said he did a little bit of music.
Mm.
So
Kevin, hold on. Kevin,
yeah.
Snipa, hold on. We can hear you good, but there you are. This is me. Oh, he's moving now. This is me. You was frozen for a bit.
Oh,
No,
oh,
no, I could see it wasn't frozen here.
Oh, was
oh,
it?
oh.
No,
Yeah, it looked
it's
like
going. Don't touch a thing.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
yeah.
Okay, you're good. All right. Yeah.
All right.
Now it's frozen.
Yeah, it's funny it was showing on that end, but can you hear us
Okay.
still, Kevin?
All
Yeah,
right.
man, we can't hear now.
Okay.
All right.
It's all good.
So Kevin, I'm gonna get you to go. I'm gonna push you out and then just come back in. Yeah.
Yes.
All right. So once again, our guest today is Snipa Wizdom, Canadian dancehall artist. Something's going on. I'm not too sure what it is, but hopefully we'll be able to address it shortly. Hopefully I'll be back in a couple secs. In the meantime, between time, we do have some artists, especially from the UK, who's been doing some great things. We're just going to play some of the works that they've been doing. We have Blackout Jehe, who's been working alongside the Viceroys, also Rankin Joe. He's got some great works coming out. But here's something with Alton Ellis and Troy Ellis, who is the son of the godfather of Rocksteady, Troy Ellis. And it's a brilliant song. Check it out.
Watch this, Massive and Crow. This is Blackout J.A. and you're welcome to SPRB New Music Promotions. Hear me now, check out my brand new tune called I'm Just a Man, featuring Troy Ellis, the son of the late great godfather of Rocksteady, Alton Ellis. Run it superb, SPRB Promotion. That's how we do it. Watch this, man. Every female if you understand.
I'm just a kind who will do likewise if you
loving when me give her is right from the start.
Pull it up again, pull it up again, pull it up again.
SPRB promotion. That's how we do it. Watch this, man.
That collaboration is going to be coming out soon, very, very soon. And we also have Luca Minty's got a brand new song out, which seems to be doing very, very well. It's called Almas, featuring Sophia J. And this is just a piece of it.
SPRB Radio Podcast.
Almas, pure simple. Born in a world where love survives. Now it will want her, but life won't haunt her. Almas, you lucky, lucky thing. Almas, I really love you. You lucky, lucky thing. Almas, I really love you. You lucky, lucky thing.
That particular single has been released. It's out now on all digital platforms. We have Snipa Wizdom back in the building, and
Yes.
I'm
Oh,
going to
yes,
let Sharon
massive
take
tip.
over from here.
Yeah, it's now it's even now it's even better. So listen, I think we're moving real fast. We're going to take our time because people got to know who Snipa Wizdom is. I want to go back to you were stating that proper guidance wasn't there, right?
Yes,
At home,
yes.
your home life and all of that. As young men, which is, I mean, what I'm going to say is I'm thankful that you're very transparent because you, for what you have now, for the levels of where you've gotten to now, you had to have gone through some things to be like, why? And me have to get right,
Yes,
So
yes.
during that time now, where did music actually come in? I know you were doing the stuff at home with everybody, but when you were going through the tough times, what was music for you? Like, who were you really listening to in the
So
early days that's like, you know what I mean, got you through?
I'd say so. I listen to everything. Like I grew up. My dad listened to Bob Marley, Peter Touch, all type of range of music. I'd say what got me through really and truly was really just writing my own music and expressing my own self. But I have like my influence in music is Bounty Killer, right? And
Okay.
he's them same as the poor people governor. So as a youth who grew up in the ghetto, and the things that he was talking about really was getting to me really. But then I came to Canada and I never forget I watched a TV and I seen DMX.
Oh, okay.
So I like bikes from I was a young kid, and I seen the video that he had with the bikes, and right away DMX was one, and he's a really good storyteller. If you
Yeah.
listen to his music, so
Yeah, he was.
I really like that. I listen to Tupac. I listen, like I said, all the music, Sizzla, everybody. As a youth, I listen to all broad and genres of music. I was into just listening because I loved music in general. So it wasn't more like I wouldn't say I had anybody really fully influence me because even as a youth, I just pretty much did my own thing. I didn't really have an influencer on what to be like or who to try to portray to be like or anything. I kind of just did my own thing. But I'd say just my daughter was the biggest influence in me changing my life and everything. The
How
music.
old were you? How old were you when your daughter was born?
So my wife got pregnant at 19, so I was 20.
Mm-hmm.
So I
Oh,
think
young.
so you were young, right? So 21 is when she was born. But I started transitioning when I found out I was about to be a dad. So I started kind of slowing down and watching what I was doing as I'd say. But no, definitely music actually mostly writing and just my own experiences and own things was the only thing kind of keeping me grounded too at the same time.
Hmm. So during that time now, you have a daughter. You like, I'm gonna stop the street life. May I forget right? And then you what? How are you supporting yourself at that time? You was working. Like, what did
Before
you
my daughter,
before your daughter? Yeah, like
yeah. So before my daughter, like I said, we were fully like just into the street life,
street.
and
Hmm.
yeah, just fully emerging into that type of lifestyle.
Hmm.
But when I did get my daughter, I went into the oil field, and that was pretty much
Wow.
instant after I got my daughter. I went to. So I shouldn't say I was fully emerged, but my dad is a carpenter.
Hmm.
So you know Jamaican father. When we come to Canada, from the first instant we come to Canada, 5 o'clock a morning, wake up in the morning, bring we go work. So I always had the work ethic in me anyways.
Right.
Even though the guidance wasn't there and pushed us to the streets, I still had that wake up at 5 o'clock in the morning, still go out after work, and I still had that understanding. So when I transitioned from the streets into working, it was pretty much easy for me to do because I already had that understanding from my dad. And if my dad never really do much for me, I'd say he gave me that work
Work
ethic.
ethic. Hmm.
Yes. Yeah.
Hmm. Hmm. And you went into the oil. Bit, that's how that worked. No.
So, Canada is like the fourth oil, like level in oil in the world, right?
Right.
So we do a lot of oil and oil field work here. So what I do is scaffolding.
Okay.
So I do the scaffolding in the oil field, but it's pretty much those big oil plants, and you work 10 hours a day, and you work sometimes 6, 7 days a week, and it's like hard for sometimes when people ask me, I don't know how you still do music and still have your work and still have your youth them and still have this, but I just the love what I have for the music.
Hmm.
Just the love, cause sometimes I'm tired, me tired, me do 20, like me wake up 4 in the morning, go work 10 hours, and me drive an hour and a half to go work every day. So I drive hour and a half. By the time I come home from work 7 o'clock, come a studio. By the time I done studio at 4 o'clock the next morning, so 24 hours me up.
Hmm. Hmm.
So it's just like me say, I just love what my outfit make me do it. Me just love it, you know?
So, all of that being said, like I said, I want people to understand who you are because I kind of know all of that. You know what I
Yes,
mean? I
yes,
mean, no, our family still, right? But it's
yeah,
just the drive that you had to do the right thing. So you and dancehall for your genre, for your age group, right? For you young people in dancehall, because
yes,
dancehall for me, and like Ten Star was saying, it's drastically changed, right?
definitely.
So for you now, you grew up listening to dancehall, but like on you guys are like on another level of dancehall, like more street influenced. Dancehall back in the day was like telling stories and it was a little different, but from your
Yes,
perspective, you guys level of dancehall, because this is a question I've always wanted to know, you guys level of dancehall, it's really about the streets and what's going on. Do you
yeah,
think that for you, because of everything that you went through or that you've seen, that you that's what you were describing in your music? Like,
definitely, 100%. Like I said, I came out of a rough era in Painland, Jamaica. So I
mm,
seen a lot from a kid, from growing up, just growing up in the ghetto.
right.
And I was born in the 80s, so them time the political war. I've seen a lot
Yeah, that
as a
was rough.
young man
That's
growing
true.
up, right?
Hmm.
So
Hmm.
as a young kid growing up, I was always drawn. Like I said, Bounty Killer is my kind of artist, my kind of, he was what he sang was more the rough and tough dancehall. Although he sing, but it was more the rough and tough
He
dancehall.
was.
That's what I was drawn to. Ninja Man, Cabra. Those are that type of old school dancehall was what I was really drawn to. So when I came here, before the street life, before any of that, I was already drawn to that style of dancehall.
Okay.
So mixed with what all I've gone through, it kind of just meshed together. And then the style of rap that I listened to was more the underground type of
Right.
rapping,
Mm-hmm.
right? So,
Mm-hmm.
and that was more to the street and the rugged, and like I said, that was more my style back then, right? So,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I'd say really and truly, the new school dancehall is different, and every time the music evolve, it becomes different. Cause from ska and rocks, and
Mm-hmm.
every time it evolve, it never, and that's what evolving is, right? And
Right.
evolution is, it has to be
Evolution. Mm-hmm.
different. It has to
Mm-hmm.
get. Sometimes it's not better. When I say it, I go better because some of these kids and young youth, they're not making longevity music. They're
Right.
more making music for now. But I think it's all the social media and dancehall spaces now, because it's always been like that. Dancehall has always been a trend. You follow the, if you're not up to the time, you kind of get left behind. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So
Mm-hmm.
it's
Mm-hmm.
always been
Mm-hmm.
like that. So it's not like it's changed, because, like I said, it started reggae, it was ska, then it got reggae, then it went to dancehall, then it went, so it's always been ever changing. And these youths are really talented as well. Like I know a lot of people say it's kind of in a wrong space, but they have a lot of talent when I listen to them. They just need the right direction.
And that's what. Okay. Tenstar.
Yeah, that's very true. Is giving them the right direction. Is that where you come in?
Well, for the youths that are around me in Edmonton, yes.
Mm,
And in my space, yes, because I am really one of the first to really do the dancehall in my space in Edmonton.
right,
Right. So I've been doing it for so many years that I've seen so much things and gone through
Mm.
so much things. Because Edmonton is a little place, and I don't even think most of the viewers ever hear about Edmonton, Alberta, Canada. You know what I'm saying?
right.
So
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
it's not like a Toronto. If you say Canada, everyone say, "Oh, you come from
To
Toronto."
Toronto. Right.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
So
Okay,
it's not
right,
a
right,
big space. So if it's kind of space that if you don't really love it, it'll be
mm,
disheartening for you, because you're not going to get the full love and push that you actually deserve or
right.
need or want, or you know
Mm-hmm.
what I'm saying? So
Mm-hmm,
Mm-hmm.
mm-hmm,
it's a smaller dancehall space that we have here
right,
than anywhere else, like a New York or a London or a Toronto. It's a smaller dancehall space. So for me, I'm just trying to keep the youths them
mm,
wanting to do music, because a lot of
right,
them will start make a one song, two song, and then sure, now really go nowhere. So gone back on the street
mm,
or gone back and do that. So may I show them say like, you have to have the love for it. You have to have the
mm,
creative love for it, for just want to make more music, want
right,
to put it out, and not the sense of, oh, I'm not getting the money or the fans or the, because if that alone is on your mind, you're doing it for the wrong purpose, and you're never gonna
right,
get them longevity thing in music.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
In
right.
my in my opinion, same way.
Mm. So when did you start? What was your first professional release?
So I released an album. So I was
Mm,
so everybody used to tell me, "Well, you not release song, well, you not." But I'm one of them kind of person where I want it to be the right thing
mm,
first. So
right,
for all the years, like I said, I was kind of in that space where I just
mm,
did all kind of bad songs, and the style of life I was living, young growing
right.
up, was it wasn't radio ready songs. It wasn't, you know what I'm saying? It
Is
wasn't.
it the kind of music where I had to rush and turn down the volume button?
Yeah, sometimes, yes,
Okay,
sometimes. Time we did
okay.
make a different variety of music, but
Mm,
yes, definitely. Sometimes you have to, yeah,
right,
kind of stuff I was saying was things that I was seeing, things that you know,
right.
I knew what was going on, and somebody told me like, so if you make me and you can't play upon radio, you need to tone it down, you need to change
Right,
it, and you're going too fast, and so I said, all
right.
right, I'm gonna go back to the drawing board.
Mm,
I'm gonna sit down and I'm gonna slow it down. I'm gonna sing more melody. I start sing more, and just cause like I said, I was rugged before. I don't believe me say I sing and
mm,
them something
right.
there. A bounty killer, me say a ninja man, I grew up
Yeah,
around and sizzler. I
Mm-hmm.
sing
yeah,
and them something there.
yeah.
So me really
Rough and
just,
ready.
yeah, me just
Mm-hmm.
take it me take the knowledge, cause me as a youth to always listen to where people and the feedback, me say.
Mm,
So I just took it to art and say, okay, I'll slow it down. So I finally slowed it down and got to a space where I really like. And I said 2017, I released the album, Rise of a Leo.
Okay, Rise of a Leo.
Yeah, that album is still out there, still on all
Right.
platforms.
Right.
I
Produced
got
by
a
who?
come again, sorry.
Produced by who?
So the beats were produced by a producer here named Stress
Okay.
Made. Big up
Mhm.
yourself. Smash Ben's record.
Right.
But the album, so I bought all the rhythm. So the album itself, compilation, was produced by me
By you.
in
Okay.
the sense of releasing.
Right. Right.
Yeah.
And so, how did that album do for you initially?
So
Because you come from a little, like you say, you come from a little town, so to speak.
yes,
So
yes.
so how were you able to? What did you do in order to promote your album to reach the wider masses?
So for telling the truth, that is one of my biggest problem is
Mm,
computer. Like, remember,
okay.
I'm tell you, say I was kind of a youth and then into the
Mm,
streets and doing all that
right.
at the early. So I never got into the computer and all
Mm,
of them something at the early. So the computer part of it was hard. But I used to do SoundCloud.
right.
I
Okay.
Oh
used to
yeah, yeah, yeah,
promote
yeah.
on SoundCloud back in the days and
Mm,
Reverb Nation and do it
Mm.
like that from long time. But
yeah.
when the album was released, I printed a whole bunch of CDs and I actually hit the road with it and
Right.
did that kind
Oh.
of promotion.
Mhm.
Because, like I said, I've been doing it a long time. So it was this
Hmm.
was before the digital was so broad and
Hmm.
2017. That's almost 9 years ago. 9 years
Right.
ago. So it wasn't as big social media as it is now. It still was
Right.
relevant, but it wasn't
Right.
as big as now. You
Right.
know. So I was more to just parties with the album and it did really good. Like that really showed
Mm,
me. Um, I did a tour. I did a Canadian tour of the album. So I did
okay.
shows in Montreal, Toronto, Winnipeg, Regina, Saskatoon, Calgary,
Mm,
Wow.
Edmonton,
Mhm. Mhm. Mhm.
Vancouver. Did the whole Canadian tour
yeah.
with the album, and I got a good response with it. So
Okay.
it went
So
good.
the album, gained traction.
Yeah, it got a lot of traction. That album was one of the things that really made me see that okay, maybe I can really do this and make this a future for me and
Right.
do this as a full time thing. That was the one that really sat me down to really say, all right, it's time now for kind of
Yeah.
start make some yeah.
Now that I'm going to show the masses that this is footage of you performing somewhere in, I'm believing it was Edmonton, but you
Yes.
can push me right. But here's just a little clip of it.
We're traveling straight from Edmonton, Hear that? Alberta. Don't pay for the girl that look good tonight. Let me hear the girl them go for. Let the girl them there. Let the sexy girl them there. You don't know a sniper, you know. We are turning it up. Up there, up there, up there. When bad people them there. When bad people them there. A wisdom we say. Sniper. Yo, DJ, run with it. Yo, Saskatoon. We are turning it up, Lord, you know. Everybody, get up, get up. I'm up in the ears, Saskatoon. Up there, up there, up there, up there, up there, up there, up there. Yeah. That's Saskatoon. Saskatoon. Where we headed? Yo, I win some rock the people. Turn it up there. Where we
So that was Edmonton, right?
No, that one was Saskatoon, so that's in Saskatchewan. That's the next
Okay.
province over. So yeah, that was a part of the tour that I was telling about with the
Right.
album. Yeah.
Right. I can see the Bounty influence there.
Yeah, you know me, I said, so that's everything when we're doing a dancehall music, I'd say
Right.
stemming from me, him being my musical idol, I could say.
Right.
Yeah.
I can see you know you got some real good message songs, you know, in your repertoire, you know, if I
Yes,
could
oh,
call it that.
lots, plenty.
There's a track called Life Hard. Tell me
Yes.
about that.
So life art. So I have a family member that does music in Painland as well. So
Mm,
he gave me this rhythm and he must say, yeah, we have put out a song and make them know about how we did I live in the ghetto and how ghetto life is and thing. I'm say, yeah man, just send
mm,
me the rhythm and send me the rhythm and me hear it. Me I say, yeah.
mm,
I can work with this. I can do something, no problem. And I just come to the studio normally. I come here
mm.
and I just sit down, turn it on, start
Right,
right and go in at the booth right away.
That's
right.
great.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, it's
this
a good song. It's
project,
a clean song. Good song
right,
for the people, them, you know?
He said,
right.
clean it, clean.
Yeah.
Clean song.
Clean. I mean, I have to say clean because you know, dancehall sometimes the space of
Yeah.
dancehall is not really clean. So every
Yeah.
time I do it, me try to do clean songs that we can maybe put on the radio as well.
Mm,
Because you have to versatile in the music space, and that I think a lot of the young artists them
right.
is kind of lacking on the versatility. Them all sound the same.
Mm.
So that
So
was
are you
always one
always
of my
conscious?
biggest thing. So even the new rhythm, everybody they pan and they might tell me go pan it and I'm like, my difference, I don't like be like everybody else. Me like
Mm,
go the other. If everybody go left, me I go see what go on right. So
mm,
to me, I like to sound different. I don't want to sound like everybody else.
mm.
Good
So
for
I,
you.
yeah.
Mhm.
When they give you a rhythm, are you always conscious of the lyrical content that you push out, or are you under pressure to voice certain lyrical content?
No, no, never, never. Never
Okay.
ever. I kind of honestly, when I write, I just let the beat talk to me. I never
Mm,
think in my mind, like,
mm,
okay, well, I'll think, okay, I'm gonna write about this. But when the
mm,
words are coming out, I'm not. If
mm.
I overthink it, I wouldn't be able to write
Right.
because I think I'd get a block.
Right.
I just kind of hold a vibes and just if I have, I'll be like, okay, this is what I'm gonna write about.
Right.
I'll have that as my start. Say,
Right.
all right, I'm gonna write. I have a song called Allergic
Right.
where I'm just talking about being allergic to the failure.
Hmm.
You
Hmm.
know what I mean? I said so before I started writing that song, I was thinking, so I'm allergic to bad mind. I'm
Mm,
allergic to
I like that. I'm
failure.
allergic to it. That's a
Yeah.
good one. Yeah.
And then I
Mhm.
say, so me stay up on the grind, so me allergic to the failure. I hustle
mhm.
man, I hustle for the paper. Motivation, finger to me haters. Got more in the fight, me get greater. Some of
Mm.
us and
Yes.
some of us come up with, I have
Right.
plenty good songs where,
Mm.
like, I'd say I have over 100 and something songs, over, by far over, maybe
Wow.
150, 160, because every single weekend I do a song.
Right.
So,
Well, let's take a listen to a few bars of Life Hard, and
yeah,
this is one
man.
of when was this released?
Life, I think 2021 or 2020 or something like that.
Okay. Well, take a listen, ladies and gents.
SPRB Radio
This
Podcast.
life gets so harder. Beer bumps and beer corners. Get a youth them want reaches like leeching. What a feeling. Money pile to the ceiling. I'm dreaming, God willing. Oh, me know say life fun. Survive and defeat me, I try feel it. Watch when you wish no bad for me. Don't mind who no rich, so God for see. I true me clean hand. And Jah alone know my destiny. Ghetto youths no life make to live. But mine can't stop we win, no I. One banger, one chopper, one step alive. Hot paper chain set a man make fi die. Dirty bad mind them one man crucify. Can't stop the shine, one make them try. Oh lot of stuff not a watch you your call friend. No matter how Jah jack up and you feel strength. Oh mama your presence so magnificent. Love you till the end. Me know say life fun. Survive and defeat me I try feel it. Watch when you wish no bad for me. No mind who no rich. So
Yeah, man. Life Hard
Yes.
for real.
Yeah, man, for lots of people out there, life
Yeah.
really hard and
Yes,
rough,
sir.
Right.
Yeah.
Sharon, stepping out.
Right. So, what was the reception on that song when you came out with that one? How was
Oh,
that?
that was a good reception because a lot of people, when them hear that one, they were like, whoa, yeah, Actually, you know, a lot of people tell me some deeper song them love them more than any other song them I'ma do.
That part. See? Mm-hmm.
That's what most people tell me. Them say, see a deeper song them when you go deep in it, yo, it's just different. So that really make me feel like when I speak from, cause every time I write, I'm speaking from the art, you know. So when I speak from the art and people feel it, it make me feel good. Say, I know me alone I go through life hard and struggles and rough things. Everybody out there have a hard life when I go through life and I try to navigate, you know. So it make me feel good for know say I can sing a song and other people can relate to it.
Yeah.
But that's the thing. You then become the voice for the voiceless. For someone to say to you, you know, them deep songs you got are really resonates. Then you are the
Yeah.
voice. You know what I'm saying? So people
Yeah.
struggling, that's an upliftment to them. So for you, that just goes to show, like, you know something. I think I'm gonna stay on this trajectory. You know what I
Yes.
mean? Like
Yes.
if what you're saying, what you've written, and what you're saying is resonating with people that they could come and tell you that, then
Yeah.
you know what which yellow brick road you going to walk.
Yeah,
You
man.
know
No,
which one to
true.
take.
Yeah, man.
You
For
start to
sure.
it's a deepness in you. That's something coming out of you. That's a gift. You know what
Yeah,
I'm saying? That's a gift from God. That's a
God
blessing.
gift, man. For sure.
It
Blessing,
is.
hundred
It's a
percent.
blessing. It's a
100%.
blessing. And if you are around the younger generation like that, to even inspire that mentality to say,
Yes.
listen, I know things is rough. You know what I'm saying? But there is a light at the end of the
Yes.
tunnel. That I think that's where you're going.
Yes, hundred
You know
percent.
what I'm saying? I kind of see that's where you're going. So it just speaks volumes knowing that. And that's always been my thing. When I know of many hip hop artists and, you know, young people on the streets and, you know, in the past and some now, and seeing where their life changed, or some will just stay on the same trajectory and just be like, nah, I
Yeah.
love the streets. You know what I'm saying? They're
Some
not
of
giving,
them love it.
they
Yes.
love it. They're
Yeah.
not gonna give it up. You know what
Yes.
I'm saying? But you've been there, so you therefore you have to be that catalyst to inspire,
Yeah.
especially in a smaller community like Edmonton.
100%.
You
100.
know what I mean?
And
Mhm.
I have been a lot of the youths like I've gotten. If anybody can tell you in Edmonton, anybody watching, I know about Edmonton, I know about us. I've gotten so many of these youths jobs, things to do. Like it's even inspired into music, propelled their music. So much of them, and a lot of people say, "Oh, how come?" You know, sometimes when you help people and the people them say like people ungrateful and thing. You know it go, you help a lot of people and people say, I can't believe them did that. I say, when I help people, I don't do it for not
Right,
give
for the
back.
likes. Right,
Or
yes.
for them do
Mhm.
something back for me, or even for them stay around me. I'm just helping because that's all my art is, and God give me a chance to help people. So why not just help? So although them get her and go and do them thing, and some people say, oh, them get bigger than you, or them get that not make me feel no way, because I feel like, you know what, me do what God did want me to do. And whatever happen after that. Whatever blessing me I go get, me I go get. Me no need nobody for give me nothing back, or for say, tell the world, say, me do it, or no. Whatever blessing God is going to give me, I'm going to get back. So I'm not really worried about that part there, you know. I just help the youths them as best as I can, try to do what I can, and if them take eat and take talk, then that's great. If not, that's okay. Them go them own way and I go my own way.
That's all you can do. That really is all you can do. So tell me about, I've seen quite a few different shows, but tell me how you got involved with doing the festival shows.
So my first festival I ever did was reggae festival in Montreal.
Mm,
And so that's a big festival. That was with
yeah.
Luciano. Um, they had I did it twice actually. I did it with DeMarco was there,
Mm,
um, Sanchez. So that was my first. So that festival I'd say was really a stepping stone to show me that I maybe had the talent to do this. So the year in Montreal Reggae Fest, it was raining, And we're opening artists, so we only come out at the
Right.
start before the crowd never big. And
Mm-hmm.
my first real festival and come out and it was raining. So I'm singing and doing my thing and I see the people them dancing and going on in the rain and still I enjoy themselves. And me I said, no man, if the people are dancing and are singing at the rain and are going and that means that they must like it. They must have a, 'cause rain a fall, you got turn up there and maybe miserable and but
Right.
no of them a jump up and down and I have fun and me I said, no man, maybe music really can go on space and do one thing. So that was my first festival and then me do a festival in Edmonton called Carry West. If you look up on the YouTube, you probably can show it. It's on the YouTube. It's called Carry West
Carrie
Festival.
West. Yeah,
That
I
was
heard
my
about that.
second festival, and that has about like 10,000 people or something
Yeah.
like that there. So that festival was the one that really had me like, okay, well, if I don't, because I've never performed in front of that much people yet. And at this time, I went up there. I never felt no goosebumps or no cold
Mm.
sweat or no. I
Mm.
was naturally in my element. I felt completely in control and felt good. So with that now showed me that okay, well, if I'm not nervous around a lot of people, and then the response was good, well, maybe I really should be doing this. Maybe this is my calling. Maybe this so those two festivals, and I've done after that lots of. I've done Carry West few more times, Carry Fest in Calgary. I did Jerk Festival back in Montreal. I did lots of festivals after that. I haven't gone to out in any festival like London. That's my next reel that I want to go out and see
Mhm.
Europe and thing in the festival world. But love doing it. I love the energy that the festivals have.
Right.
Yeah.
How do your fan base receive you?
Different. To tell you, I did a show Friday, and
Mm,
I normally get a good response. And sometimes I think because if I get it in Edmonton, so this is before I'll think, oh, it's just because them know me. But to
mm,
tell you the truth, the most response I get is when I'm out of my city. The
right.
most love I get, and the
Right.
most. So that is the thing that really made me say, okay, these people don't know me from Adams. They don't know me
Right.
from nothing.
Hmm.
And the response them a give me, I come up to me after and I say, oh my God, it will like it. And me I say, okay, it's really not just the people them I know. It's
Yeah.
really my music speaking for itself.
Hmm.
So I'd say it's a good response so far. I haven't, in music, it's really, some people like country music, some people
Hmm.
hate country music.
Yeah.
Some people don't like dancehall, some people don't really like reggae music. So
Mm,
you can't please everybody. But for the
right.
people them where is and are my fans so far, they have been really good. They've been
Do you see doing collaborations as a way of tapping into certain crowds or fan base?
100%. So I've
Right.
had a few collaborations. One of my big collaborations is with a really good hip hop artist from the area
Mm,
here, and he's
okay.
well known in Toronto. And that's one
Mm,
of my big songs that I did. It's more of a dancehall kind of the different vibes dancehall
right.
song, but I do definitely believe in collab. And like I said, the studio here, I'm always working. So for
Right.
anybody who want to collab, want to do some music, I love the work. I'm
Right.
not
Right.
shy for the work. So definitely collab because they have their own fan base. So when you
Hmm.
collab, you tap into theirs, and I have my fan base, so them collab and tap into mine. So
Right.
Mm-mm.
I believe we need more collabs.
Well, that studio behind you makes me realize that you're serious about this thing.
No, no joke, no joke though in this year, no.
You know.
Mhm.
So who have you had come through in your studio?
Um, Pretty much just the Edmonton artists,
I'm with you.
at some points in time, I was gonna get a couple artists to come by, but
Right.
when them come by in these words, they don't know. Sometimes they don't really like leaving them hotel too much,
I'm
and
with
they
you.
don't really like go to strange places and the people they don't
Mm-mm.
know. And so
Right.
I've had because most of like Edmonton small, so most of the people who bring the artists here, I know them, and I tell them bring the artists come through. And by the time them for say them, I say the artist just tired or the artist just a chiller.
Mm,
So I haven't had too much artists come by, but
mm,
Calgary artists from Edmonton, I had a couple from Vancouver, a couple from Toronto, more
Right.
in the Canada space. No big top artists, I would say,
Yeah.
really come by in the studio here. Not
Right.
as yet. Not as yet. But
That part, say that. Not
not
yet.
as
Them
yet. Not
coming.
as yet. Yeah.
Them coming.
Tell me about Guidance.
Guidance. So that's my new release song released this year. That is done with actually he's from New York, so he's used to be in Edmonton, TNT. He's
Right.
he plays on
TNT. Okay.
he plays on a radio station in New York too. I can't remember which radio station, but
Mm-hmm.
we've always linked with music. I've done a few songs for him and thing, and him link me and say I got this rhythm.
Mm.
I listen, like I said, the beat usually talks to me
Mm-hmm.
after I've came up with a concept.
Yeah.
So my concept when I heard the beat was like, sometimes all the youth them need is just guidance.
Mm-hmm.
But sometimes you can have guidance from the wrong people. So
Right.
guidance you have to watch out for, because all right, I can guide you to go do something bad.
Mm-hmm.
It's still guidance, but it doesn't mean it's the right guidance.
Right.
Right.
So that's when I come up with the concept, Jaja be my guidance.
Mm-hmm.
I don't need guidance from people, human. I want the guidance from the Most High,
From the real source.
from the real source.
Yeah, that's right. Like that.
Mm.
The real
Yes,
source.
it me did end up think about. I mean, I said enough people want guidance, but you can end up get the wrong guidance.
Right. Right.
So I don't want guidance from people. I want guidance from the Most High. So I say,
Right.
Jaja be my guidance. I'm tell him to put power in my words
Mm-hmm.
to help out the people them where I struggle, the people them where I go through it, the people them, you know what I say?
Mm.
And yeah, I think it's a really, really good radio type of song, really good touching song. Every person will listen to that song. Say, what the hell you come up, how you come up with this? We
Yeah.
have meds them out. I said, we are meds. When
Right.
you made for you, I think this. So I like that song. That song is a good release.
Yeah, I like
Right.
it. When I heard it, I think I put a big love sticker on the thing of me. That is the song.
Mm-hmm.
Yes,
That song is gonna do well for you.
yes,
I'll
yes.
tell you what, we're going to play a few bars of that song.
Yeah.
Before we do that, big up Javessel down there in Germany. Thanks for
Yes.
tuning in.
Germany, big up.
Yeah. Javessel, bless up yourself. This is Guidance by the great Snipa Wizdom.
SPRB Radio Podcast.
Just one of them day the dog. Feel like time I run fast, dog. Never give up on your dreams, you hear that? Never stop dreaming, you hear that? As when time get hard, them love go start. Rougher than sandpaper, my face still strong. Non-stop, no pass, like killer, them get man cast. That give them the laugh. Silence my thoughts, harden my heart, guide my path. Can't trust human, no. Jaja be my guidance. Oh, I take flight just like a bird. Oh, Jaja hear my prayers. Oh, I put powers in my words. Oh, listen, no man, you take man advice, it's short, so just live life. Can't see I hear nice inside, man, they from blind. Nowadays, real people scarce, them hard to find. I whole heap of time and I pray all this world is so cold. I feel fight to survive. I find the price, pay the ultimate price, you lose your life. Tribulation with them know about the child. Blood run like the night. When time get hard, them love go start. Rougher than sandpaper, my faith still strong. Non-stop, no pass, like killer, them get man cast. That give them the laugh. Silence my thoughts, harden my heart, guide my path. Can't trust human, no. Jaja be my guidance. Oh, I take flight just like a bird. Oh, Jaja hear my prayers. Oh, I put powers in my words. Oh, listen, no man.
Well, I tell you what, that I absolutely love that. It kind of, I've been listening to a lot of songs in that vein, especially with a guy called Nation Boss.
Yeah, man,
And
me
he's
know
got
Nation
a song
Boss.
called "Mina Like Humans," you know?
Real talented Jamaican artist. Nation
Real,
Boss. Big up yourself. Real
real,
talented youth.
really talented. And then I hear that and it kind of reminds me of that.
It's true.
You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Yeah.
Yeah,
I,
man.
I love the message. You know, it's the right message for the right time. I
Yeah,
do
man.
believe that we're living in a time where we need more messages rather than, more of
Sure.
the confliction and the violence or whatever is going on there.
For
You
sure,
know,
for sure.
just the other day, I heard that one of the dancehall artists then got shot.
Shot,
And I'm
yes.
thinking, what's going on in our music? You know what I mean?
Yep.
Something which is so good turns out to be so horrid. You know what I mean?
Yep. Yeah.
Sometimes it makes me feel like, why should I be listening to some of these things? You know, I
Well,
listen to the good music and I love my dancehall music, but
Yeah.
I'd rather hear the positive messages, you
100%.
know.
And I think that's lacking a lot in dancehall. But at the
And
same
people love a
time,
good sing along too, you know.
yes.
When last have you heard a nice, good sing along?
You know,
Or maybe I'm not in touch. I don't know.
no, it's been a long
No,
time.
it's been a while, but a song
Yeah.
like that would be a
Yeah.
single. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
A
yeah.
song like that.
Mm.
That part right there.
Definitely. Cause Jaja, everybody, well, unless some people don't really believe in a God, but if you believe in a God, you want him be a guidance.
Hmm.
You want him protect you. You want him put you upon a right path. So definitely I feel that song can really touch a lot of people because it's a message saying him want guide me. You can't trust human
Yeah.
being. So I'd prefer him guide
That's a
me.
shame to say, but it's why.
Right?
You,
It's a
you,
shame
you
to
know,
say, but
you're in the perfect position, right,
yes.
to make change amongst the youths, right?
Yeah, man.
So my question to you would be, where do you see yourself in this whole realm of the dancehall? Have you ever thought about? I know you're working with the youths and stuff, but is that something you've consciously thought about? The messages I'm bringing out, you being a staple within the youths in the community, you know, people seeing the good works that you're doing. Are you under pressure to stay within that good, positive lyrical content? Whereas sometimes you may be forced to, boy, I'm one do I tune, I gone
No,
tune.
no, remember me show
I'm
you
just
say,
I'm just throwing things into your mind, I'm just
yeah, no, that good. So me personally, so I love the space of music where I can express myself, right? So
Mm,
some days I'm up, I'll have the uppity top of music, good dancing, dancehall. Some
mm.
days, music for the ladies, and I have some songs I'm sing. If you listen to a song called Secret, it's on
Okay.
YouTube. Maybe don't want to watch the video and thing, but the song itself, you can listen to. Because I'm still that young hearted
I hear
dancehall
you.
artist, Don't get me
Yeah.
wrong, although I have the message for the youths, them, I still have
Yeah.
that past that's still inside of me that I still um push out to the world and show that this is how I was or who I am as a person. Cause
Mm.
like you can everybody can act to be good and go
Hmm.
on like them all good, but everybody have a side to them where it's like a yin and yang. If
Yes.
the right
Yes.
person make you mad, then you will see a side of you. You know what I'm
Sometimes
Yeah,
saying?
yeah,
it have
So
to slip out.
yeah,
yes.
so it's not like me involved into the
Right.
things and Ray,
I'm with
but
you.
it's
I'm with
like
you.
yin and yang.
Mm, mm,
Everybody has that side that the dark can come up. But with me, see, would I believe in dance and music, like what you did say about the message? I feel
mm,
like the government and the Jamaica itself has to change for you ever to be a better message
mm,
because the youths them really just writing what them see. Right now it's just
mhm,
scamming because that's all them seeing out there. Nobody the
mm,
youths them not farming no more. The youths them not doing no positive things no more. All them seeing
mm,
is violence, the people around them getting rich from doing the
mm,
wrong things. So
Yeah.
as a youth growing up, it's easy for us who are in a space where you're not living that type of lifestyle. Because when I go home, I'm in the ghetto same way, and I see
mm,
how they're still living, and I understand and I get why they are there
mm,
the way they are. You understand what I'm saying?
Mm-mm.
The way how they're living and what they're seeing every day. If you see something every day, it usually make your mind play into it.
mm.
So you as a kid don't have much, your mom don't have much, you don't eat good, you don't, and you drive past and the local guy who you guys look up to drive past in a Benz and come buy everybody food and you wonder where him do for do that. Him no work for do that, him do scamming.
Yeah.
So what in your mind you think as a kid you're gonna be thinking about?
Yeah.
You want that type of life. So
Yeah.
it's easy for us to judge because we're not in that space. But when I go down there, I fully see that the only way to change them and to change this to make it a positive world, it has to start from the top, and it has
Right.
to start with the kids.
Right.
If you don't change the kids, it will
Yeah.
never change. So if you look at dancehall, the kids grew up listening to Vibes Cartel, Bounty Killer, and they grew up listening to people who were going through war and them.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it's all been just passed down to pass down to pass
Right.
down. So the only way can change a space is the kids. So that's why I say the youths them. I try to help them and try to push them because the only way you can change that is with them. I believe.
So do you believe people are listening to the message?
Well, you know, people stay now. They will hear it, but don't listen.
Right.
Because today you will hear it and say, you know, say today, I really think him attack and real. And then tomorrow somebody piss you off and you're gone now your other ways like you're there. Tomorrow. And you not even remember about the message or nothing about yesterday. No, but you don't even care about it again. Because today the
Yeah.
man you piss you off and you go one different direction. So I believe it's just people in general. You can give them any message you want, but if they don't take it to heart and take it to eat, them it
Right.
really gonna just go through 1 year through the next years.
Yeah.
So it's on people who want to have change and want to bring forth change to be for
Right.
there ever to be change.
Tell me the works that you've been doing with the kids in the community. Just talk about that a little bit.
So normally, I'd say the work that I do is just providing them a space to not having to be in the streets on the weekend times,
Right.
not having to be out. Because a lot of the violence and thing that happen here is young kids going out drinking, getting drunk, and then when them out there, them feel like when them with all of them friends, them nobody can talk to them, so all it takes is one little altercation and your whole life change.
Yeah.
And so with me, I'm like, for these young youths that love the music and thing, I bring them to the studio. I have video games set up, PlayStation. Them come play and them play FIFA together. And we have dominoes and we there and we make music. And it just get them in a space where they're not out in here. We're not getting in no fights. We're not getting in no police. We're not getting in no trouble. Them they here every night. And all right. So I'd say that kind of space is I would say I help use them. And I get them jobs as well. I've gotten them in the oil field. I've gotten plenty of these youths in the oil field getting to be able to make money for them family.
Yeah. Okay.
Wow.
Sharon?
Yeah. Well, all I'm gonna say is this. If people didn't know about Snipa Wizdom, them know about him today. You are, let's just say, what's a good word for you? You're like a breath of fresh air, right? Although you're a grown man with your beautiful wife and your beautiful children, right? You're pitting them get big.
Yes.
All of that there. But you still find time to do what you need to do, given all the you still find time to do what you do. So that being said, Jah Vessel. What did Jah Vessel said? That Snipa Wizdom is a mindful king.
Respect Jah Vessel every
Yeah.
time.
Right? Simple. That's out there, easy out there in Germany. Simple. You see how you touch people?
Yeah, man.
You know what I'm saying? You see how that man don't know you from nowhere, but you sit down and listen. So I wouldn't say you surprised me. I think that I'm trying to find the best words for you. I'm so proud of your direction. Let's put it that way. I'm so proud of the mindset.
Yes, definitely.
Do you know what I'm saying? I see where the shift has happened for you.
Mm-hmm.
And God give you strength I see where you are. You are the absolute catalyst for what's coming. You are. It has to start from somewhere. Do you know what I'm
That's
saying?
true.
It has to start from somewhere. Again, being in the streets and blah blah. You are one of many. You are one of many in the situation of being in the streets, but you chose a different path. One of many that just like them, just like you, they had a kid, and then they had another one, and then they had another one, and then they but still didn't do the right thing. That one child changed your whole life. Yeah, God's, as Javessel
100%.
said, God's plan.
Definitely. Him alone, a creator alone can make these things ever happen in your life. So definitely.
So I'm moving to Madagascar. Oh, I was
Yeah.
like, what's this man talking? Right. So for what's coming, boy, for all who's gonna see this, your collabs are gonna come soon enough. The collabs are coming enough.
Anytime them ready.
The
Anytime. Love it.
collabs are coming because you have to, there's a lot for you to do.
Yeah,
I think
ready.
do we have another did we have another song, 10 Star?
Yeah, we're gonna play that out once
Oh,
we
one
get
minute.
up to the
Okay, once we
building.
blow out.
Yeah, yeah.
Right.
So
There is a song that I like that he said, what were the lyrics? I think I told him.
Oh, thank Jaja.
Yes.
I've made it. See another year. Birthdays are my favorite. Yeah, yeah.
Don't boy. Yeah. Do you see that
Yeah.
one right there? It was, I said, that song, you might have to re-release that,
To tell you
That
the truth, that is my biggest reaction song when I perform
okay.
in Edmonton.
thank God I've made it. See, another
Because
birth.
everybody have a birthday.
Everybody
Mm,
has a
Everybody
birthday.
have a
So
birthday. So
very
that's the
true.
anthem. You see that
it is,
song? That's why when I first heard it, and this came out a while ago.
yeah.
But
Mm,
that
You
one
know,
hit me.
that's on my album. So people, if you guys want to go check out the album, it was released a long time, but it has a lot of those songs on it.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I really like that one
What's the
because
name of the album?
Rise of a Leo. So Sniper Wisdom,
Okay.
Rise of a Leo. And my name
Okay.
Sniper, so you can tell the wisdom when I gained through the years is all
Yeah.
my name Sniper. Sniper was my old self, the
Mm,
young sniper, and then wisdom is this new mental, use
mm,
my brain more,
but he said,
think
mm,
listen to Mrs.
first.
Mango. Yeah. Um,
mm.
and that's funny that you should say that because people have to be mindful of the name that they give themselves.
Definitely.
You have to be mindful. A
I didn't
name
even hear
like,
what he said about Sniper. Say that
huh?
again. What him say about Sniper?
So Sniper was the younger me,
Okay.
like I said, the street, and then we put it with the wisdom where I evolve into gaining the wisdom and the knowledge for really be where
Right.
me there today. So that's where you get the sniper wisdom.
Right there, sir.
Experience teaches wisdom, right?
Right.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
that is a good one, 10 star. That's exactly what happens. I said people
Mm-hmm.
have to be mindful
Yeah.
of what they call themselves. Sniper wisdom work. So that's all God's plan right there.
Mm,
Because, for instance, a Vibes Cartel. If you hear Vibes Cartel, people automatically start thinking stuff. Although I know he's done a lot of stuff, but I'm like,
Yes,
it's
yes.
Vibe Cartel.
Yeah,
mm.
It's like naming your record
Sharon
label
May. Okay.
Murder Inc.
yeah.
Mm.
I know what you said. It's
You know
gonna
what I'm
bring a
saying?
kind of thing to you. Yeah,
You have to
100%.
be mindful of
Right
how
now, Sniper is sniping them with the wisdom.
Wisdom, yes, nothing else.
Yeah,
No
man.
street, nothing towards it. I just wisdom.
I snipe them
Yeah,
with
that's why
wisdom,
the
man.
wisdom the pie. And I like say a badness. I just
Well, the good
sniper
thing
wisdom.
is you've chosen a huge name, so you have to live up to that now.
Have to.
That's
And
true
and
though. Hmm.
and
Wisdom
honestly,
with
if
a
anybody
Z.
who really knows me, I give a lot of wisdom. I'm all people come to me with them problem like say I should
Mm,
be a psychologist because I always give them the right wisdom, good or bad,
right.
to tell them how it is. If them not like it or not, them come
Mm,
to me because them know me. I gotta tell them how it is.
mm. How can people find you on the social media?
So that is Sniper Wisdom. So that's SNIPA Wisdom with a Z on all platforms. That's TikTok, Facebook, Instagram. That's on Spotify, Apple Music, YouTube. Snipa Wisdom. So you guys go check me out. For anybody want any collabs, the studio is here. I love the work. Just contact me on Instagram. I'm mostly on Instagram and Facebook, but I'm on all of them, but mostly on Instagram. So you contact me on Instagram and let's get to work. I'm ready. I'm willing.
I love that studio, man. Pan your
Yeah,
camera a
man.
little bit. Pan
You
your
said
camera.
pan the camera so we can check out. Yep.
Yeah. Make us see the
See
studio.
that?
Wow. You ain't playing, brother. You ain't playing. Yeah, man.
Are
You
you
ain't playing.
using what is your is it Logic you're using or Pro Tools?
No, Pro Tools.
Pro Tools. Wow.
I've been using Pro Tools since I started. So that's over 15, almost 16 years. I've been Pro Tools
Right.
since from like Pro Tools 6, I think it was.
Wow.
I used to be a Cubase junkie.
Cubase, okay.
I don't
I
even
know
think they use
Cubase.
Cubase anymore, do they?
Yeah, some people still do.
No, I
They do?
haven't seen Cubase. I
Over
haven't
here,
really seen
over
it.
here they do. Some people still do
Okay.
use Cubase.
Okay.
We use Logic. I do like
Logic, yeah.
I do like Logic Pro. I do like Logic, but all we have in the studio here, Logic Pro. And I know that it kind of, even with working with Pro Tools,
Yeah.
I know even if you work with somebody that has that and you have
You
that,
can load it in it, yes.
you still can load it in there. Not
Yes,
everybody, not
yes.
every, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Software could do that. So
Yeah, no.
you see me know what I talk about. Me know
100%, yes.
me know what I say. So but it's a beautiful studio. I love the setup. It like
Yes,
really
thank you.
What's Joe Vessel saying? A name will manifest.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And that's another we said garage band.
Never use GarageBand.
Oh, is that a thing? I didn't even know that was a thing. Garage
No,
band.
GarageBand, you
Yeah,
can
it's
make
a thing,
beats.
yeah.
Can make beats and things on GarageBand.
Okay.
If
See
you
how
have
I'm not a touch man.
it's not that's been a while, you know, if you have a Mac,
Mm.
computer or whatever,
Right.
it's free on there.
Oh, yes.
It's
Apple, that's an Apple studio.
That's an Apple
yes.
thing.
Yeah.
But guess what? AI is taking over, you know.
I know.
You guys better stay relevant in that studio because AI soon kick you off, you know.
You know why I think so? AI is going to bring back the live performance.
Shauna Ranks uses Logic. Bless up Shauna Ranks.
Shauna Ranks, yes, bless up. She goes, I use Logic. Yes.
Bless up, Shana. But I believe AI is just going to push the live performances more into effect because now everybody.
Wait. Answer me this, because you create an artist from AI, right?
Mhm.
Let's just say it hits big with the people across the world. How does AI start to do stage shows?
But
that's
what
the thing. They will, because that's the
Because
same
you
like when
remember they did a 2-pack.
they will. They'll just run it through the Pro Tools with the mic, and they'll be able to go there and sing and sound
How
the
did
same.
2-pack do that thing? I keep forgetting the name of it.
The holograph.
What was it called?
Hologram.
Hologram.
Yeah.
I don't know if that would be a thing with AI, but who knows?
But no, so I don't know how they're gonna do it, but I believe that once you have a talent and you can really sing, people are going to feel it more because AI is gonna take over the radio space, I believe, and that space. But I don't believe like people always want to see the artist as well. I think the live
that's right.
performance is one of the big part of where the artist
Yeah.
can showcase his talent. Because them know say once you go through the computer, you do all type of things that make yourself sound good. People know that.
Right.
So when them
Right.
hear you live and you sound good live, 'cause a lot of people tell me that as well. Say, but you sound the same like you sound on record, like they expected me not to. But I'm like, well, I'm actually singing. This is not AI. Right. So
Which
I
is the
feel like
blessing,
that's
man.
still gonna be relevant. I feel more like, but I feel even the space it's going now, where Spotify and them with the streaming, they don't make as much money off the streaming anyways. So the AI will still not be overpowering the
Right.
live performance of an artist.
Right. Now, the other side of the coin is because the industry is ever changing with the technology, as we all know, right?
Yeah.
The other side of this thing is, I'm wondering if the artists like yourself are making money, because pretty
Ah,
much artists are making little or no money. And I would suppose that the only way you would make money is by performing, right?
well, it isn't the only way. So what I'm really looking into, 'cause I've been doing this long enough now, and I'm kind of trying to get into.
Mm,
So marketing is a big. A lot of the artists aren't just selling music anymore. They're
right.
selling themselves as like a channel and getting ads onto
You
your
mean like a
channel.
brand?
Like a brand, exactly. That's what I should
Okay.
have said. A brand
Okay.
more like.
Okay.
So that is
Yeah.
what I'm learning in the space. It's not like before where
Mm,
the artist would have make us album and
mm,
sell the album for $9.99, or it's
yeah.
called it $10, and if 100,000 people buy your album for $10, that's $1 million.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
not buying like that anymore because of
Right.
Spotify. I don't need to buy the album for $10 when I can subscribe
Mm,
and get that. So now the
Mm.
artist space really reaching in this brand
mm,
and being brand ambassadors and being, I think that is where the money really is in the
mm,
artistry and selling merchandise and stuff like that. I think
Mm.
it's gone more from having good music. Can you see the mumble rap? And
right.
them I make millions. Them I sell.
Mumble rap, you know.
You don't know what them I say.
Right.
So it cannot be just the music. You're selling an idea. Cause I always say that like I say, I look deep into things.
Yeah.
When a radio station or when a big let me say record company sign you,
Mm,
the
mm,
first thing them do to these rappers and everything, them buy a big gold chain, them
mm,
buy a nice car. And
Mm.
mm,
because it's their marketing. The marketing is saying when people look at you, they have to want to be you. They want to have your lifestyle. Even if
Right.
you
mm,
don't really have the money in the bank account and don't rich, everybody
mm,
really believes they're rich.
Mhm.
right.
So
Right.
right away, that makes them tune into your music, regardless of what you're saying. It blanks
Mm-hmm,
their mind out of anything you're saying because they're already watching your lifestyle. And I feel like
mm-hmm,
that's where the music has gone now.
mm-hmm. Very true.
So in
Very true. And it seems like when we see a lot of the artists misbehaving online or wherever it is, on TikTok, wherever it is,
Mhm.
based upon what you were just saying, I guess that's how they try to stay relevant.
Exactly, because it's not about the music anymore.
It's hard to explain because it's almost like a deliberate action in order to
Yeah.
stay relevant on top. You know what I
100%.
mean?
Because social
Mm,
media has made it so it's a more of a 1 minute gratification
mm,
and on to the next.
right.
So if you want to stay relevant, you have to be the one that's when them press next is you again.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that is the reason why these people are doing all of these things. Because like I said, it's not the music, it's not the selling of the album anymore. It's more the
Right.
selling of the self and the brand.
Right.
So
Right.
if you have 1 million followers right now,
Hmm.
instead of these commercials like what you see on TV, go to the TV
Mm,
people and pay them a bag of money, and the radio people them they now
mm,
can go to the artists and give them all 100,000, two hundred
right.
thousand. Put this up on your page because you have 1 million people follow you daily. So
Right.
Mhm.
now the artists them saying I don't even have to make music to be making a
Right.
million dollars.
Right.
All I have to do is stay on social media, come up with a bag
Right.
of foolishness, forget 100 or 1 million people watch me, I'm
Mhm.
gonna make
Hmm.
money.
Right.
So they take out the workout time we have to sit down in a studio, write music, go travel,
Mm,
go market, go all of that, and
hmm.
make it into this instant gratification about them life,
Right.
which
Right.
it takes away from the music, and that is the way it's going for right now. So it's just
I
what you're
hear
gonna
you.
have to do. Are you gonna be stuck in a space where you're trying and
Mm,
nobody really cares about you because you're not relevant?
okay. So my next question is: I know Canada is a very big place because earlier we were talking about
Yes,
the enormity of Canada in itself.
yes,
Because a person who may be in Hamilton or wherever it is, Toronto, they'll be level par with the timing in New York, right?
yes,
And
yes,
where you are, you're 2 hours behind, right?
yes, yes.
From New York. So
Yeah.
when I look at the enormity of Canada, I'm wondering, especially where reggae music is concerned, you know, can you bust in Canada
Definitely. 100%. It have enough. Like I said, okay, so I go to like I carry West, that's 10,000 people,
Mm.
right? The problem is the way the mindset of people is you're just another person from. Cause so let me tell you, oh, I really got to make this transition into moving to be like one of the top Edmonton artists was me traveling out.
Yeah.
Right.
When and I tell all the young youth, when you're
You,
just
you,
based
you, you have to explain that. Because when you said traveling out, traveling to another
for
part
your
of Canada
music.
or
Okay,
way
so
out.
what I believe, all right, them always say a king never get crowned in his own city.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, you have to go out. All
Mm-hmm.
the people them state. Me don't know about everywhere, but Edmonton, them see you every day, them know you. You're just like them. Like I told you, what does a record label do? Them buy you the
Mm.
big car, them buy
Mm.
you the big chain, so you're not
Mm.
like them.
Mm-hmm.
You're not like them. You're on a different
Right.
level.
Right.
So when they look at you as, but you still they are performing, I see them little club them. And then I
Right.
see them little thing them at Edmonton. You're a regular Edmonton artist, sure.
Mm.
And
Mm.
left
Right.
you. So
Right.
what
Right.
happened was when I started doing I did the Montreal, I did
Mm.
Toronto, I did,
Mm.
so them start getting traction like, oh, he's not regular. He's not,
Okay.
he's out doing the work. So
Right.
when me doing the work now, it bring me different kind of fans who are watching now because I am
Mm.
doing different things. I am not just
Right.
a regular Edmonton artist anymore.
Right.
I am now
Right.
going out in the world and then they're
Mm.
seeing the reception that people are giving me. So
Mm.
it brings that space to Edmonton and brought Edmonton to Toronto. No Edmonton good now. Montreal, no
Right.
Edmonton good now. So
Right.
I believe it's possible to be done here. But at
Right.
the same time, you have to have. So how I grip the people I created with, I told these young guys, Wisdom Family, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you kind of have to have a movement to grip people. If you
Thank you.
ever
Yeah.
watch Bad Boys,
Mm-hmm.
I can list the name of them. G Unit in a
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Alliance in a Dancehall. They
Yeah.
all had a kind of movement that
Yeah.
made people want to
Yeah.
Right.
gravitate to them. You know,
Right.
Carter have him Gaza fan and Gully God and
Yeah.
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 Vendetta and Unruly Camp. A
Mm-hmm.
dancehall space, may I show you. So
Mm-hmm.
I have
True.
watched that and said, okay, I need a movement. So I went with and got the movement going, and people definitely gravitated and everything. But I
Right.
think, like I said, it's more than music. It's more than just writing and producing, and it's
Mm.
marketing. It's being yourself, putting
Marketing.
yourself out there. Cause I
That's
sure
right.
know now, if I pull up in Edmonton in a Lamborghini outside of the
Mm-hmm.
club now, everybody I wonder, oh, Snipa, go man,
Yeah.
go on, look. You know, right away them I go draw to, 'cause everybody wants a Lamborghini and wants that
Yeah.
lifestyle and I wonder, how you get it? What you do?
Mm-hmm.
No, them want to follow you. No, them want. So it takes more
Yeah.
than just the music. You
Very
need a
true.
team. You need support. So in the in answering your question, we can bust in Canada because there's enough people in Canada who love
Right.
music.
Right.
It's just you need the right movement for them to gravitate and follow
Right.
the music.
How do you go to the next step of breaking out of Canada to the rest of the world, for instance? Like,
So
for instance, there was an artist, his name escapes me all the time, but he didn't bust in Jamaica. He
yeah,
bust in Europe, you know?
yes, yes.
You
So
know,
and I
so
always say that I don't really want to bust in Jamaica
mm,
because
why not?
well, the Jamaica diaspora in Jamaica,
Jamaica
them
tough though, isn't it? The
it
crowd.
tough, but Jamaica is a place where it's like everywhere else. So when you make it out and come back, them love you more.
Mhm. Right,
Yeah.
right,
You
Yeah.
get
right.
me? I say
Hmm.
when you already have put in the work and made it
Hmm.
in a space like the international market,
Right.
like Sean Paul, for example, Sean
Mm,
Paul play a Jamaica, but Sean Paul is not a really a big dancehall artist in Jamaica.
right,
You hardly ever go up on corner and hear them a play Sean Paul.
Yeah.
right.
But they still have that love and respect for Sean
I
Paul as
guess
an artist
nineties
because he's
John
an
Paul, yes.
international. He did so much in the international space. You
Hmm.
Mm,
get what I'm
yeah.
I
saying?
understand. Yeah, it does. It's true.
But
So
Sean Paul before he bust in the 90s was playing
yes,
heavy, you
in
know?
a Jamaica,
Yeah.
definitely. But
Yeah,
at the
yeah.
same time, where he got his most recognition was when he
Right.
went international.
Yeah.
Most of the art, like I can tell you some young artists who are rip up the whole of dancehall in Jamaica
Mm.
right now.
Right,
Play
right.
upon everywhere. But if them come at Edmonton, nobody don't really know them.
I can imagine.
So really, yes, in the diaspora of Jamaica, everybody know you. Yes, you're doing great, but the
Mm.
world don't really know you.
Right.
So that's
Right.
when I say I don't want to bust in Jamaica. I don't mean like I clearly do, because that is where the heart of the music come
Mm.
from.
Mm.
Right.
I mean, I want to be more internationally known, more than just little Jamaica.
So it will mean doing collaborations with people from various countries in order
100%.
to
And I'm
get the
like I said,
recognition.
fully
Mm.
game to do that.
Right.
Fully 100%. Anytime, anytime, anytime. I love making music. So it's just
Talk to the people then about your
Yes.
collaboration plan.
for this year. So this right here, right, you guys are doing, I have to thank you guys very much, because you're putting me out there to a lot of different people
Mm.
across the world, right? And this is
Mm.
what I feel like we need as artists a lot more
Mm.
of,
Yeah.
is to be able to reach out. Because I'm there on my Instagram or I'm there on my Spotify and I put it, they might hear the song,
Mm.
yeah, them like it, but them gone to the next one.
Right.
People
Right.
want to know who you are. And when
Mm-hmm.
them get to know you as a person, then more will
Mm.
follow you as to either if you have the same mindset as them, or if you're, respectable, or them can just
Mm.
them bond with you in a different way other than just
Mm.
hear your music and switch to the next one. You know what I'm saying? So this, I think, is a big part of what can really get me to a different crowd of people.
Mm-hmm. I would like to hear you in a collaboration with Agent Sasko.
Oh, if Sasko said no, I'm in their work, but tell the work, so I have to go home.
Yeah, man.
I
You
have
and Agent
important
Sasko.
Agent
schedule.
Sasco. Yeah, yeah. I
Yeah,
can
yeah.
I
see
rate
that.
Sasko. I grew up listening to Sasko. That would be a big moment for me. Really would be.
And another artist I hear you in a collaboration with would be General Pecos.
Okay. And I've never, where is he from? Is he
Copacabana,
reggae?
no, that's Simpleton.
Oh.
Body Workshop. Me at the Body Workshop. Me at the
Okay, yeah, me hear that song there. I
Yeah,
never
man.
know him singing. Okay.
Yeah, yeah. I'm gonna talk
Like
to
I
him.
said, 100%. Any
Hmm.
Yeah,
collaboration, I'm
talk
ready.
to him.
I'm fully ready. And Sharon said she have some beats, fully ready. Let's
Right.
go.
Listen, it's not even beats, we are talking about because it's from scratch, like live instrumental.
Yes,
We have
definitely.
you got is the real thing is here too.
Okay.
Right.
All created live instruments. And I think for me that's my goal when I because we've interviewed some amazing artists
Mm-hmm.
on this platform. I mean, we were very blessed to even interview Sly before he
Yeah.
passed, right?
Yeah.
And it's
Yeah.
true, and come back twice, and tell
Yeah.
us that he wants, I'm coming back. You know what I mean? We've had some amazing artists, and when I think about even music that we have here, my goal is to tap into everybody that I meet that I feel I said, no, yeah, you should. Because when I listen to music, just like Ten Star was saying, Ten Star could say, yeah, I could see you with a collaboration with this
Yeah.
one and that one.
Yeah.
Now, when I listen to the artist, whoever you are, I say, I hear you on this beat. Or I
Yes.
can see, you know what I'm saying? So
Yes,
that's my
definitely.
goal. So I will be working, I'm not going to put it off no more. I will be working with a lot of different people because we have music. Yes, my producer. My husband's the producer. I produce in my brain because I hear and see the individuals attached to the music.
Yes.
You know what I'm
Yes.
saying? I see where you're going to make that difference. So I will be working with a lot of different people. Like I said, we've interviewed so many, and I'm in the background getting things together. And I'm like, yeah, I hear you on this. So yeah,
Yeah. Yeah.
I'll be happy to because it's we're gonna really need a lot of people to put that word out there.
Oh, yes, 100%.
You know what I'm saying? Because yeah, it's hard. It's hard for one and all, but we all are each other's gatekeepers. And
Yeah.
that's how I see it. You know what I'm saying? We're all each other's gatekeepers. What 10 Star and I do, I'm so blessed.
Yes.
I'm so
Definitely.
blessed, and I feel very blessed that we're able to do this. Like, this is my friend. We went to school together in England. You know what I'm saying? That's the blessing right there, that we've come to this platform, created this platform for individuals like yourself. As much as you've done what you've done, we wanted to give you your flowers because you've grown so much, right? From back then to now, you've grown and you're still a young man, and there's work. There's lots of work to do, but
lots of work
in recognition to what you're doing. Because 10 Star did not know. It was like, who's this guy? But the simple fact that he had the most amazing questions for you is a level of respect. He's seen what I seen. I could have told him anything, and when he come, he'd be like, but he's seeing what I see.
100%. Yeah, man.
He's seeing what I see in you. Like, you have it, man. You have it. And we want the world to know you have it.
Yeah, man.
You know what I'm saying?
And I fully appreciate it and respect that.
Yeah.
Real. Yeah.
Right, 10 Star, no, sir? It's like, you don't know him from a canopy, and it's like, tell him.
Real top.
Respect, real respect.
Seriously, it is refreshing to see the younger generation with the thought process like you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's very refreshing. It's hope.
Yeah, man. There's always hope. From there's a God, there has to be hope, you know.
Has to be, and if we don't keep that hope, faith, and hope alive, it not gonna work.
Not gonna work.
Yeah, it's just
no, definitely.
Yeah.
Well, I tell you what, Sniper, we're gonna let you go. It's been a pleasure having you on the show today.
100%.
Just one more time to give people information as to where they can find you.
Yes, people. So this is Snipa Wizdom from Edmonton, Alberta. You can find me on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, Spotify, Amazon Music, Apple Music, all of the platforms you can find me on. Look me up, add me. Don't be afraid if you're ready for collabs. Just DM, send it to me, and I'm ready.
And look out for Snipa Wizdom featuring 10 Star General.
Let's go. Let's go. I'm ready.
Oh my God. You know something? That is not a bad idea, because 10 Star can do a little something. Yes, can do a little something. Look at him. Can do a little something.
Listen, Sniper, salute, sir.
Yeah, man. Thank you very much. Appreciate you guys. Big up Sharon Mango, 10 Star General. Big up on yourself for real.
Yeah.
Appreciate it.
You're welcome, Super. So we're going to be back here next week, and then we'll take a break after that. But next week we have Singer D, and next week we have Marlene on Saturday and Sunday. But we'll give you more information, ladies and gents. We are going to get out of here. You heard the story of Snipa Wizdom. Go check him out. Add him on Facebook and all his, social media
platforms. Check him out.
Yes,
check him out. And check his YouTube account as well.
Yeah.
I guess that's Snipa Wizdom on YouTube, right?
Yes, Snipa Wizdom on YouTube. Big up SPRB Radio. And you know the thing, Dub.
Bless up yourself, super duper.
Yes, sir.
That studio behind him. What?
Work mode.
Listen, that is a man ready to work. Listen, that's a man ready to work. So when they see
no.
Ready for work.
People, we're out of here, and we will be back next week, Saturday. We gone.
Ready again. I know. Snipa Wizdom. We no care when people attack we up, and we know that. Bad mind them a pray for we fall. We got place we won't drop. No sir, them want see we dead. No my time, me know that. Me a fit all I make straight through. Me no see no stop. Fear fakes and data, but me no feel no. Me see this place coming at the ground, can't lead me astray. Do it for me son and me daughter, gangster and me blessed by the Father. Up above we a shoot like the stars, watch them stars struck. We no care when people attack we up, and we know that. Bad mind them a pray for we fall. We got place we won't drop. No sir. want to be dead, no my time, me know that. Me a fit all I make here through, me no see no stop. We up with just like Jamaica, one stop down a pay long. Get to yours, we are pretty paper. Tired of the grim reaper, down the road. Time it a get harder. Free up the world back to me water. Babylon system not no harder. The people them a starve ya. We don't care what people attack. We up and we know that. Bad mind them a pray for we fall. We got bless we won't drop. Them want to be dead, no my time me know that. Me a fit all I make here through, me no see no stop.
Well, all I can say is slide.